Let's call Jerry. He calls Jerry like a dozen times. I'm serious. Half the game is talking to Jerry.
Hello?
Jerry, it's me.
What's up, Michael?
Everything seems to be fine, except the lights don't work.
Oh, you don't have to worry. I forgot to tell you. I had an electrician. One that I trust.
One that he
He mentioned it
trusts.
this morning. You know how a lack of power can
Because you
be a
can't have an
recurring issue
untrustworthy
with places like that.
electrician.
He should be arriving soon.
That's good to know.
You know,
I'll
he
set up
might
my stuff and let you know how
steal your
everything does
nuggets.
later.
Perfect. Have fun.
Sure.
Set him up on the Barbie. I don't know what that means, but... Okay, so you're supposed to meet an electrician outside. So let's go do that. It was inside of the electrician. Well, guess what? If you open the mailbox, there's a note. And it says, "You're a dumbass. And I was only here for 5 minutes, and you didn't come out, so I'm leaving in a hurry." And then he gets really pissy about that. Oh. There's this letter. Okay, let's see what he has to say about this letter. "Here's a piece of paper with some strange marking. It was there was much more to it than at first seemed clear." So if you use a pencil, somehow you figure out it's in Italian. I don't know how, but you do. So, without any explanation, I'm going to take this paper and put it in this envelope. Oh, I can't do that yet. So I guess I will give you some explanation. Alright, let's go back in here. Boy, this is exciting. This is the most excitingest thing I've ever done. Okay. So, let's call Jerry again, because, like I said, this game should be called Talk to Jerry over stupid shit.
Carter Properties.
Jerry, we have a problem.
What happened?
The electrician missed me. He left a note in the mail.
Why, he sounds so whiny
Bloody hell.
sometimes.
He was supposed to meet you at the gates early this morning. I thought he was just being late.
Damn, but I must have missed him for a few minutes. What the heck am I supposed to do now?
I like how helpless he is.
Yourself. Maybe it isn't that serious.
I don't know. I'm not very good with that kind of thing.
I don't know how to check fuses.
Even my
I'm completely
grandma
stupid.
could improvise a fuse.
No,
Just
no,
go
he's not
and look.
fast.
Let me know if you see
Okay, he's kind of
anything
stupid.
As in black spots.
Yes, black spots.
Like the
All
plague.
right, I'm on it.
Oh, and let's go ahead and call Barbara, which is a secretary or something, I think. I don't know, something like that.
Hello, Arthur Productions.
Arthate Productions? What in heaven's name was that?
Oh, hi, boss. I was just fooling around.
Well, don't. I don't want people thinking I'm some kind of studio. And don't call me boss.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, it's just that no one was calling.
I hope you don't really want to listen to this
I
because
told you
I
it was
don't
going to be
care,
that way.
but
But I still need you there. I just hope you're not being bored to death.
I don't
Don't
know.
worry. I'm studying tongues during my spare time. I
Okay,
love that
well,
so much.
there's your hint.
That's
Tongues. She's studying tongues, as in foreign languages, not
As soon as I publish my
cutting
new
out
book,
human
that
tongues
place
and
is
studying
going to get riddled with
them,
phone
because
calls
that would be
from hundreds of
hideous. That would be horrible.
That's the spirit,
But
boss.
this is a horror
I know
game,
your
so
book's going to be a huge success.
that would actually
Of
be
course it will.
an interesting plot.
As soon as I find a proper
But it's
home,
not. I'm just saying, they missed
and
it. They
stop
missed
calling me
it.
boss.
As you wish, boss. Oh, sorry.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Good luck.
Okay. So we have this letter that's in Italian, and she's studying languages, so let's call her again. Even though we just called her, because I told you we're extremely needy.
Hello?
Hey, it's me, Bobby dear. I need to ask you a favor.
Bring it on.
I found a letter here, and I'm curious about it. It's in Italian. Do you think you could translate it for me?
My Mr. Athwaite, are we being naughty?
Mrs. Styles.
Okay, see, he says Mrs. Styles, not Miss, so I guess she's married, so I don't think it's his
I wonder if the
girlfriend
postman will come by.
or something.
I feel like I'm the last person alive on the whole planet here.
But have you told the post office in Northbury that you're moving to Blackwood
But what do I
Manor?
know?
Yes, Jerry did. I just hope they don't forget about me, that's all. In any case, thank you. You're such a dear.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm a doe.
Actually, that's what I'm paying you for. Anyway, I'll go and try mailing that letter.
Yes, now we can do that thing I was
Thanks.
talking about.
Goodbye.
It's the most amazing puzzle in the world. Check it. Okay, let's get away from the phone. Boop, boop. Oh, and you also have to use the pen to write the address, you goof. Come on. You can't just go mailing stuff. So let's go do that right now before I forget. I will say, at least this game, the puzzles make sense. There's nothing really completely wacky like you would find in other like adventure games that, you know, you put the square peg in the square hole and then everything is great. It's not really much of a pixel hunt either. It's the best kind of adventure game. A horror kind, which I love. I don't know if I'm going to do more of these or if I'm just going to do one. I don't know. I'm just kind of doing this because I'm bored and it's 2 a.m. But I like to party. And I assume you do too. At 2 a.m. And I just got back from a party, you know. It wasn't a party. Well, I watched Epic with someone I love that hates me. Well, that doesn't love me. You know what? How about we just open this, and then we'll go down the stairs, and then we can continue our conversation down there. As soon as you come down here, there's really eerie music, and your guy's like, ooh, it's scary out here. And you can't do that. You can't, no. I don't want to touch those anymore. And there's a furnace, and he's like, oh, it's a furnace. I haven't seen one of those since I was a baby. But yeah, you have to check these fuses, which are fine. This weird music's playing, and it's like really freaky, but, you know, whatever. Let's just leave. Okay, well. Oh, there's one thing I really love about this game. There's no bullshit deaths, if you know what I mean. And you can't screw yourself over by not collecting something. It's the best, like I said, it's the best kind of adventure game, so. Wow. Yeah, I could not grab that door handle. No, yes, thank you. Arthur is very drunk right now. Or Michael Arthate is very drunk right now, so. He's had a very tough day, and he just wants to call Jerry. Yeah, you. Like I said, half the puzzles involve calling this guy, because he literally has nothing better to do.
Jerry, all the fuses seem to be fine. I think the problem might be a little more complicated than that.
I see.
What should we do now?
You'll get some candles.
You're joking, right?
No,
See, this is what we were
I'm not.
switching through all
I'm
those
calling this guy right
desks
away,
and
I'm
stuff
afraid he
for,
won't
some
be able to
candles,
stop
and there are
tomorrow.
none. There's no
He's already
candles,
driving there
which
today.
is kind of weird.
There must be something.
Honestly, I mean,
I don't feel
I think there'd
comfortable
be some scented
walking
candles in
around
the
this place
bathroom
with
or
dim
whatever, you know, vanilla
lights.
sky.
I barely know it.
Michael,
Those
come
really
on.
tough days,
Where's
you
your
just want to
sense of
lay
adventure?
down and just like, you
It
know,
would be like you were living in a past century. Exquisite Victorian
take a nice
house
relaxing
lit
bubble
by
bath.
candles. What I
You
would
got your
give
rubber
to
ducky
be
and your steak.
I left my
and
sense of
it's
adventure
the
back in
best
London.
time you could ever have.
I have work to do.
Then do
You know,
it.
wallowing in your own
What
filth.
else could you ask for? Now you have the chance to experience firsthand one of your period pieces.
Did I get a
Oh,
text?
very funny.
No,
Try getting
no, I
the
didn't.
guy over here as
No,
soon as
it's 2 a.m.
possible.
Who would text me
Don't
2 a.m.?
worry, I will. Make sure you find some candles before it gets too dark.
Yes, candles.
Yeah, I hope you're not trying to listen to that. It's not that interesting. And, oh, immediately after hanging up with Jerry, I realized that I already explored the house. There are no candles, so guess what? Let's call him again, immediately again. Seriously, this game should just be called Talk to Jerry.
I'm freaking out.
Jerry, I'm
I can't
freaking
see a
out.
candle inside.
The hand job man didn't come over today, and I had to do everything
Yes,
myself.
every single room, drawer, box, cabinet, nothing.
He's so
No
needy. Why do you have to
candles.
call this guy for everything? You're a grown-ass man. Why don't you just go?
No more than 20 minutes drive. If you can't find some
Whatever.
candles there, I'll eat my candles.
You'll eat your whole closet. This is getting
Just saying, this guy is not very
It's just a quick ride. You know how to get there?
Yeah, I saw on my way here. Did you call Mr.
know what? I
Busy
might go with
Electrician
first.
who couldn't hold
English is
on
not
for
my
just
first
5 more
language.
minutes?
Yes, he'll be doing me another
My first language was
favor.
baby, actually, and I spoke it fluently.
It's the best he can do. You have to bear in mind it's Sunday. We'll charge extra, of course.
I don't care. I have
I
no
don't
power.
care. I need
I'll
my
get him
hand
myself
jobs
if he
right
doesn't
now.
show up.
Calm down. be able to find your way back if it does.
Yeah, I had to buy some food anyway.
There you go. Godspeed.
Sounds so
For
violent. I
Christ's
don't
sake.
understand it. This guy is,
Alright.
I don't know, he's just really weird. Alright, so let's go outside and try to start up a freaking car. And, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Thank you. Okay, so you get in this car. Oh look, the she's in the glove box. Boom. You just solved the hardest puzzle in the world. The key goes in the ignition. And the battery's dead. Oh my. Okay, well, that was enough of that. Yep. Dumbass left the lights on. So guess what? We better call Jerry. That's one thing that bugs me. You call this guy for everything, and I couldn't figure that out for the longest time because I'm like, there's no way you have to call this guy again. But you do. You really do. Seriously.
Let me guess. Michael.
Jerry, you won't believe this. It's insane. My car is dead.
What? Are you sure? Have you checked his pulse?
I'm not
Oh
joking.
god, Jerry,
It's
if I could
gone.
crawl through that line and punch you in the face. That's another thing I don't understand. How is this phone working with no
I
electricity?
know. I'm speechless.
I mean,
I
I'm
forgot
not an
the lights
expert on
on the
old
car ran out
phones
of
by
battery.
any means.
All because of that
Just
bloody
air
fog.
duster is the only
Jerry,
thing I'm an expert.
you've got
Okay.
to help me.
Anyways, I don't like, does the electricity run through the line or what? Power line? I don't
But
understand.
Jerry, I can't spend the whole night without one single source of light.
I'm not an expert on phones, okay? I'm not. I know
know
what you're saying. You should know this. You studied phones your whole life, but no.
You lie down on the bed, you sleep, you wake up, and you'll have tons of bright light then.
That's not helping.
But
You're
yes,
the
now
one
we
who
get
got me into this
to go
mess in the
sleep,
first place.
which is amazing.
Hold on a minute. It's not my
It's
fault if
amazing.
electrician missed you
The
from moving
amazing
in,
power of
planted
sleep.
candles in a 3-story mansion, and your car's battery was low.
Okay, listen. When will you be coming back to Rothbury?
I'll be arriving home early tomorrow morning, and I'll come for you shortly after. We'll drive to town, stop yourself up, and then spend the rest of the day in your garden, drinking some beers while we wait for Mr. Electrician. Sounds like a
Mr.
plan?
Electrician.
Yeah, I guess. And I don't think there's any
Yeah, I
plan
guess.
B
He
either.
sounds so...
I'm afraid not.
What is...
Sorry.
If I had a giant 3-story
Make
house,
your stay there as comfortable as
that would
possible.
be amazing.
But I guess
I
sometimes things
wouldn't
are
be
just
all
meant
whining
to go
about it.
wrong.
Well,
Apparently.
if it was haunted, I might be,
Go my
but
way.
whatever.
Call me back if you need anything. And Michael,
Yes,
just don't let this situation get on your nerves.
I promise it
And they
won't.
talk forever.
Goodbye.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that's enough of that. Oops. Now we're gonna head upstairs, take a nap, because we're so tired. Yes. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Ooh, what am I forgetting to do? Okay, I don't... Oh, I was supposed to call him at the safe, I forgot. See? You always call him, and I always forget I need to call him like a dozen times, so... Okay. There's a safe in my house. Oh, and you have to ask him about the previous
Jerry,
people that
it's
lived here,
me.
too.
What's up, Michael?
Do you know anything about
There was a
the
murder
previous
here.
inhabitants of this house?
Richie Blackmore from Deep Purple broke in and murdered his wife and buried her in the garden, and a maid took
You're
a picture.
kidding me. A murder?
An old-fashioned murder. You'd probably love the details, but sadly I don't know very much. It's old
You now have to go back upstairs. He'll give you a date, and you go back upstairs, look through the newspapers, and then there's that.
James Blackwood, I think, went mad and
No,
killed
Jay
his
Blackmore. I
wife.
keep saying
I do remember the date, though.
Richie Blackmore.
May 1963.
James.
I don't know why.
James
I think he was in Deep
Blackwood,
Purple. You
according
know
to
what?
the stuff I've been
I don't know.
So you're already turning the place upside down? I should have thought so.
There's enough material for a whole series of stories here, you know.
After you finish your
Yeah, but it can never hurt poking around a little.
Would you just get back to work? Call me if you need anything.
All right, goodbye.
Yeah, we call you all the time because we need everything. Now we can ask about the stupid safe.
Hello?
Jerry, it's me.
What's up, Michael?
I
What's
found
up,
a
Michael?
safe box in a room upstairs.
What do you need now?
happen
That's
to
what I
know
would
the
be saying.
combination?
I think I should. Let me see. I did take note of the combination once, but I don't have it here right now. I'll give it to you tomorrow. Okay?
Great, thanks.
Yep, okay, so let's leave now. Now we'll go upstairs, look at the paper, come back downstairs, and then we'll go to bed. Yes, this is the essence of an adventure game. Wandering about. Okay, yep. And you can read that if you want. Basically, it's just saying the maid is like, oh my god, I see him burying a body, and he's like, I didn't kill my wife, and you know, he did. Or did he? Da-da-da-da. Okay, well, let's go to bed, actually, because we're drunk and we're tired. I laid down on the bed and pissed myself. Oh, so you wake up, and if you try to look up in your inventory, it's all wobbly. You can't really interact with anything, so... Well, that was weird. So, we come in here. Oh no, we have to go to the gallery. Ooh, what's going on in here? Finally, it starts getting a little horrific. And, oh, where'd the tusks go? And they're not there anymore in the display case. So we'll just come over here and pick up the hammer. And you hear someone say, Michael, in a very sinister voice. Then we finally hear the scrouches. We hear the scrouches now. Scratches. So we have to use a stethoscope on the fireplace. And he's like, yes, there are noises coming from below. There's little elves living in my basement. And so, no, we shouldn't have went this way. We need to go the other way. We have to go to the study. Because there's a fireplace in there too. And is it the study or is it this one? Because there's 3 fireplaces and this might be the one actually. Yep, this is the one. Anyways, you do that and you can't go in the basement. I'll tell you right now, it'll just be like, it's too dark and I'm scared. So you can't do that. So you just go back to bed. Because, you know, well, that wouldn't keep me up. I wouldn't be like, oh, I can't sleep now. But, you know, I'm like that. So you wake up and it's raining. So guess what? The electrician's not coming. So you're stuck without power forever. So let's go downstairs. We call Jerry. Oh, okay, when it makes that noise, it means you... Okay. Oh, he calls us. Ooh, what a change of pace.
Michael, how are you doing over there? The sky is falling.
The sky is literally falling. There was a cloud and it killed my dog.
The universe is falling here. I'm afraid to go
That
outside.
didn't happen. Jerry's just overreacting.
The better then, as I won't be able to come for you. I'm deeply sorry, but it's seemingly impossible driving to Northumberland. Even
Northumberland.
less getting anywhere near the manor. I
I'm just
understand
gonna
many of the roads
just
are
make
closed.
her laugh. I don't
So
know
much
why.
for my hopes of seeing Mr. Electrician today, then. The
They say
benefits
it's a
of being away from
snob,
society,
Mr.
eh?
Electrician.
I should have listened to you.
He went to college and became an electrician.
As soon as this thing is over, you just hang on in there.
It's
Well,
not
they
like
say
I
it
have
just
any
makes
other
me laugh.
choice, do I?
I'm afraid not, my friend. This storm has the power to disturb the dead.
Well, it seemed like this very same storm has awakened the evil spirits resting inside my new home. Not sure, but I happened to hear some odd sounds last night. Kind of scratching noises down in
Just
the
like the
basement.
game's
I do
name.
remember the
Like
key
the name of
saying
the
something
game.
about rats.
Unless we're talking about
Yes,
mutant
I'm getting
rats
annoyed
here,
with
I
myself
don't think that's
actually,
the
but I
problem.
don't know what
Michael,
I'm supposed to
my
do.
friend,
You know what?
you were tired from a long trip and stressed about the problems you found there. On top of that, you had moved to a very old house. Guess what's the most common complaint from people moving to old houses?
Ghosts on the loose.
Masturbating hobos.
Now go focus on your book while you still have enough light. I'll be there as soon as possible. By the way, Michael, I have the combination to the safe right here.
1,
Oh,
2,
great.
3.
Tell me.
03211. Just remember to share it if you bump into any expensive jewelry.
Of course I will. Bye.
Like the exclamation mark at the end of that, like he's really excited. Never mind. So we go upstairs, go in here. No, not the gallery. No, Michael, you're drunk. Go to the safe. Hope you remember those numbers. That's really important. No, it's not. I'm joking. You just put it in. He does it even though those aren't even close to the numbers. And you see here. Right, that's just something telling you about the construction upstairs and how he paid for it with money. And we got a key. And guess where that key goes? If you guessed upstairs, you're wrong. It's actually upstairs. And if you remember this door where we pushed the key through, or we tried to, well, this is the key to that room. And there's no key on the floor, don't even look. But there's a really creepy painting right here. Look at that. It's like Joe Biden or something. That's an American joke. Come over here. Oh, take this hammer. That's important. Take that hammer. And these paintings are really creepy, I'm not gonna lie. That is not something I would hang over my bed. I would hang it over someone else's bed though to make them scared. But not mine. We need to take this key, and we need to take this lid. Those are actually important. And if you look over here, these are floor plans of the house. And if you click on them, like, oh, that's the living room. That's the study. That's the room where all the hobos masturbate. Yeah. And if you go up here, you can see this is your room. That's the gallery. That's the main bedroom. And ooh, a mystery room. Yeah. So that's there. And this is upstairs, which isn't anything too special, really. No, you can't take that pencil. Okay. And that's it for this room. I don't think you ever have to come back in here. So we go to this room. Oh. We need this rope. This rope is important, just so you know. But to get it down, we have to climb up the stairs. Or ladder. Once. Just once. And take the knife. We're gonna cut it. I'll go ahead and up. Oh, take this oil can. Grease thing. You know what? I don't know. If you look at all these are just things. Except this one's a very dirty can, so you know what you can use to clean that? The knife. Rag. It's kerosene. Guess what you can use kerosene for? The thing that doesn't have kerosene. This thing. A torch. So you pop a hole in it with this thing, and then you pour it into here. See? Makes sense. The puzzles make sense. I love that. Normally you'd have to get a cat and put it up there, and the cat would walk across there and scare a bird, and the bird would scare that, and then a can or a rock would fall on that and knock it over, and it would start pouring out, and then you'd collect it in like some bottle or something, and then light it on fire and use that as a torch. No, you'd have to trade it to like a hobo, and he'd give you like a flashlight or something. And now you can open this door. Okay, so we've got all this now, so let's see. I can't remember if we got a date from that, from looking in that safe or not. I don't know. Let's go look. Boom. No, that's just telling you more about how he killed somebody. So, let's go downstairs. There's something that's kind of weird that I didn't... It took me forever to figure this out too, but you come over here and you look around, he's like, according to the blueprints, this room should be in this area, right here, so... What you do is you use a knife, and you use that to scrape off the wallpaper, and then he's like, a door. But it's blocked off, you can't, like, get in there, so... Look at that, that's creepy. That is creepy. That is the creepiest painting ever. I would never want that hanging in my house. No. No. Okay. And the way you do get in this room is really weird, so you have to climb to the top of this tower. Open the window. Take a rope. This rope and tie it to this. And you never would have thought of that. And then take the rope. And then... Rusty metal frame. Okay, I'm obviously forgetting something. Oh, newspaper, right? Put the newspaper down. I thought that's what you did. I thought you put the newspaper down there and then... What? Is it not the puzzle? That's... Is it this window? There's no way it's that window. Maybe it is this window. I think it is this window. But I don't... Okay, you know what? Just I hear you yelling, and there's no need for that. You know, there's no need for those insults. Okay, buddy, just take it easy. We're all just trying to have fun. I could okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? I'm drunk. I'm drunk right now. I could swear that was the... Oh, the rag. Was it the rag? Okay, maybe that was the rag. Although I thought it was in the newspaper. Okay, what is... Maybe you put the rag on the newspaper? Okay, you know what? Just hold.